All right, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is Bulldog Hero 27, and we're playing the Stanley Parable Ultimate Deluxe. Um, Little confession here: I've started the game 3 times, never played it, just started it 3 times, and each time it's asked me for a to put me at the time to put the time. And the second time there was a little Easter egg in there, and I didn't realize that would happen. I was just testing out, the settings of the game and whatever. And let's see if we get a little something here too. So let's see. Well, I can't even move anything. How do I enter the time? Hello. Oh, I guess I have invisible mouse. That's weird. 8. Well, it's 8:55 in the morning. Make it 56. Let's go. That's right. They wanted me to enter my favorite time of the day. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate is 856. Let's use another slider to find out how accurate. It's. I don't like that I have an invisible mouse right now, but whatever. I can just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. Oh, nice. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. That's all the sliders you have? Perhaps I invest some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't it be too hard? Yeah. Let me whip a couple new ones. Oh my goodness, should be ready for the next time you boot up the game. Cool. So next time we play the game, I'll make sure to record that. Anyways, as I said, welcome to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Um, let's take a look at my settings. Make sure everything's good. Looks good. Let's get to it. Whoa. Never the end is, never the end is, never the end is. The end is loading. That's probably a trick right there. The end is never, the end is loading. So is this the end of the game already?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Was he?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I think that's our cue, everybody. Adjust everything. Here we go. We're in it. Oh, very pretty. Oh, we move pretty fast.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, let's go. Can we close stuff? No, we have to touch things. Like work. Oh, I like work. I just hate my boss. Oh, poor guy. Poor boss. 417, 416. We gotta make the numbers smaller. 415, 4B3 back there. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do I have to? Do I have to listen to him? I think we're probably gonna be playing this a lot of times, so I'm gonna listen to him this time. So let's go to the left. Door closed. 413. Okay, we're going the right way. 412, 11, and
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
meeting room. Do not alter without consulting all board manager. Oh, okay. Can I touch it? No, I can't touch anything. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide. Oh, it's just gonna go. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Oh, me. Not you guys watching. Me. What is hot? Target demographic teenagers. Profits, profits, profits. Alright, let's moving on to the boss's office. Boom.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Is there anything for me to grab? Just close the door. Whatever. I'll close the door this time.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I have to choose here, right? I'm gonna listen to him. Like I said, this first run through, I'm gonna listen to him. Can we go this way? No. Oh, what's this? Executive bathroom. Oh, I can't see myself. Can I get soap? No, no soap. Whoa, what is this? I got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely purse. No secretary? Is this the boss's office? Or is this the boss's office? Oh, it's locked.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him, and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2, 8, 4, 5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. It's a little dark, but is there a floor here? Going down. I'm already facing down. Joe's down. Oh, well, alright. That was the first chapter, I guess. Cool. Alright, just a little intro. See how it goes.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Do I listen to him now, or do I escape? I told myself, I said it in the beginning, I'm gonna listen to him. I'm gonna listen to him. Wow, so if I replay this, I might have to replay it up to this point and then choose that. Well, alright. Do I push the button? You didn't tell me to push the button, sir. I'm gonna push it anyway.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yes, I do. Oh, turn on the camera.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Right there. Come on, revert back. I want to see my room. Empty. What do you know?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, do I need to go push that button? Is there a sprint? Oh, no, this is sprint, I guess. Oh, there's numbers. 1, 2. Oh, I can't go this way. I guess I'm not doing those numbers yet. I was too smart. Way ahead of my time. I only see 4 buttons anyway. Mind control idle. Awaiting input. Alright.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
So I could turn it on right now, or I could turn it off. Well, the guy said I turned it off, so I'm going to turn it off. Did I beat the game? That'd be really funny if that's the ending.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking. but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
So did I get an ending? I beat the game. Awesome, what a short game. Wonderful. 10 out of 10. Or I'm back at it again. Alrighty, let's revisit this, right? Alright, let's hurry up.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
So it just automatically
Stanley
restarts.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's check doors now. Let's be a rebel.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
We're being a rebel this time, everybody. Close the door.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Will I? Nah, I'm not listening to you this time.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Really big desk. Where did I go? What is this?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? Who's her? Alright, we're
This
getting
is
to
it,
lore.
Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
What's the choice? What are you giving me? I have to go this way. Well, I know what happens if I follow you. I get freedom, but not a real ending, apparently.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I'm not listening to him this round. I'm just gonna let it ring. Can I unplug it?
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
Yeah,
Music
right.
comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see...
What?
No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My goodness, it is 4:30. I'm supposed to have a bag, snack, and crack.
Excellent.
Oh, there.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
All right, everyone, what do you think? Should I listen up?
Welcome back.
I'm not.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Can I jump? No, I can't jump. I have to go this way, right? Okay, I guess I'm going this way. No. So where do I go? Do I go back? We're going back to the beginning?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Open. Card key. Oh, man. The guy knows I'm playing the game now. I wonder what direction I should take it next time. If there is a next time.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
No. I'm not going to listen to you.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Can I open this door? Oh man, I'm having too much fun. Can I not? Can I not go this way? Oh, the game's broken. I can't go back this way, I guess. Alright. And... oops! Oh no, it's still broken. Alright, whatever. This way.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I
get over here?
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
No.
I have to.
I'm gonna go that way. I want that red door.
I'm still here in this pile of rubbish, with you who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
Yeah.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? No. He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story.
Okay.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
what happened?
...behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's see if there's anything different. I don't know if this is like an endless...
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Just trying to break the game, you know.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
All right, then that means there's no difference.
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Go left.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yay! We went left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I went to the broom closet already. It's not letting me go in the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
He got rid of the stairs down. Uh-oh. Guess I wasn't supposed to do that whole left thing. Oh, the executive bathroom's gone. Whoa, different office.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Do I actually talk? What was it? Shark breath 115.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. I swear if I'm being...
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
Well, I'm saying
Please
it. I don't know if because I'm
speak the
recording.
code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I'm trying to talk. Night Shark 115. Night Shark. Oh.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Stanley?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The end.
I need you to walk through the door.
This was another ending?
Me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me?
Wait, do I need my microphone
just fine.
to
They're
speak
both
into there,
correct. You
maybe?
cannot be
I don't
wrong
know.
here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever
All right,
you do. I simply
so
need you to
next
take
run.
that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything.
All right, the next run I'm going to do,
Never know.
I'm going to...
I need this. The story needs it.
I don't know what to do.
You hear me?
So I've got
there?
two endings.
You listening to
I
this?
think next
Stanley,
time
there?
I'm going to follow his directions, but then go downstairs instead of upstairs.
You need time to
Maybe.
decide.
Or do I go
Time to
upstairs
make
and
sure
then take
your
the
choice
escape
is
route?
correct. That is the best choice.
I don't know.
That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
And then poor
Take
narrator.
as much time as you need.
Am I stuck here? Oh. Here we are again. Alright, you know what? Getting those two endings, we got a good feel of the game already. I'm going to end this first video here and then continue on. And probably also plan out what I'm going to do next in, well, the next video. So, Is that the actual time? No, it's not. I was gonna say. No, it's not the actual time. That'd be really funny if it was. It's not. Alright. Thank you for watching, everybody. As always, I'll see you on the next video. Laters.